If you want a glueless wig that looks absolutely so natural, you could put it right back down. This is the wig for you. Now, I know you guys see how gorgeous this wig is, and just to show how glueless it is, I'm gonna stick my entire end of my big brush underneath this wig.
If you're not new here, then welcome back. Today we have a wig from Beauty Forever Hair. Super duper excited. As you guys could tell, I did switch around my setup just a little bit, so today's point of view is a little bit different. Today we have a 24-inch 7x5 glueless highlighted wig. It is a bye-bye-not wig, of course. The wig comes pre-bleached, pre-plucked, and pre-cut, and this is what it looks like fresh out the box. It is like a chestnut brown kind of highlight, so this wig was super duper cute. I really did like it, and here I'm just gonna unbox it. The wig also came with some goodies such as press-on nails, a wig band, melt cap, and I think it was another pack of HD lace melt caps in there. My absolute favorite one was this bow. I've never had a hair company send me the bow or like any type of big hair accessory like that. Like, I've gotten little clips and I've gotten other stuff, but I've never gotten the bow. The bow is my favorite part because I am planning a hairstyle that needed that bow, and I wanted to do it before the trend was over, so yeah. And then this is the wig. As you can tell, it is very evenly highlighted. It's like a bright brown, but it's not too much, so it could pass off like in a workplace as like, still a nice color that's not too loud if you want a pop of color. And you can see that they did those curls. I didn't have to recurl it for the video. I really did just brush them down, and then that was it. That's exactly how it was in the pictures. So for this wig, only thing I'm really doing is using my hot comb to flatten it, but so far so good. It looks like you can install it in about 5 minutes. This video is, I think, 9 minutes long, which is the exact length it took me to install it and talk. It was only 5 minutes for the actual install. If you don't believe me, you can literally scroll through the video and see. But here we have that parting space that I was talking about, and you could see the bleach knots. You also see that grip elastic band. That's where that part is going to go in, and the grip lining. That is exactly what helps the wig to stay on our heads. And don't worry, the grip elastic band does come in a separate packaging. To put this wig on, one of the main things that we're going to focus on is fitting it to our head. To do that, you do have to adjust that grip elastic band. Make sure it's not too tight, but it has to be tight enough. And then you're also going to want to use, well, you can use makeup if you want, but I prefer lace tint because lace tint sits a lot more naturally on the lace, and it doesn't cause any buildup or anything. It really just tints the lace. That's all it does. So after doing that, I am going to just put that elastic band at the back. And the only thing I do after this part is pull the back of the wig over. The grip lining at the back kind of just snags to my head, and it really does just keep in place. And then I'm adjusting the front of the wig. As you guys can see when I'm lifting it up, it does just snap right back on. It's not tight, however, it's just the grip and like the construction of the wig that's making it look like that.
Every other night another dollar getting made. Every other night started with a good day. I feel like a child, I got boogers in the face. I'm reminiscing in the dollar, this is a parade. I don't want your chain, I'm going out of slave. I had that shot that too many bitches getting saved. Yes, I with me, so I took a private plane. Get like a wild working on my hand. You too hard to the car. Let's send it to the ground like a bitch better name. You too hard, watching on the floor. You gon' walk around and drown, try and run it away. Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' walk around and drown.
I decided not to use the hot comb today. Only thing we're using is just a little bit of hairspray. I think this is a L'Oreal hairspray or Tresemme. It's one of those two. But I'm using that, and then I'm using my hard brush to just brush that down. As you guys can see, the wig does look very beautiful. We just have to brush that back part down, make sure it's smooth. And then, bring my little front pieces in. I like those to kind of come around my face with the curls. But we're not brushing those curls out for now. Only thing I would do is really just put some soak on my hands and rub those through. But I don't want to brush the curls out or anything because they look so good, and I know they've been in there for a while, so I don't want to end up losing them. And then I use the hot comb just a little bit at the side, but I didn't really have to go through and hot comb every single section. It was just a little bit that was needed to make sure the sides that were flat.
no surprise. Every other night another movie get made. Biggest Chanel back in the store if you want it. I gave them the drill, they sucked it up, I got them on it. I bought a new paddock, I had to watch so I two-toned them. Taking these drugs, I'm gonna be up until the morning. It ain't your car, you just a lease, so you don't own it. If I'm in the club, I got that fire when I'm performing. The back end just came in and out honest. Vibes galore cute, they all on us. I'm from Atlanta where young niggas run shit. I know they hating on me, but I don't read comments. Whenever I tell her to come, she coming. Whenever it's smoke, we ain't running. Look too hard, don't stay too close. You gon' fuck around the time. This way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road.
Now, I know you guys see how gorgeous this wig is, and just to show how glueless it is, I'm gonna stick my entire end of my big brush underneath this wig. This wig is absolutely gorgeous. The color comes through at such a subtle tone. I feel like this is a perfectly highlighted wig. There are no big streaks of highlights. It just comes down very, very naturally. The way that they did the hairline, I didn't even have to recurl the wig or anything. I didn't cut any layers. I didn't do any of that extra stuff that I normally do. And the wig still looks absolutely gorgeous. These curls came together so beautifully. This is the length of the hair. The hair is 24 inches, 150 or 180 density, I think. And it is, of course, a 7x5 glueless bye-bye knot wig. It means you get 5 inches of parting space going back and 7 inches across. As we did see in the beginning, I did demonstrate that. A lot of people get confused as this is not like a traditional, you know, 4x4 or 5x5 closure. These are just as good, and it gives you the frontal effect without frontal money. I feel like that is definitely a steal for me. I love the color of this wig. This is from none other than BeautyForeverHair. They never disappoint, especially with the bye-bye knots wig. Now, one thing about the bye-bye knot wigs, they are patented, so you know you're getting what you're paid for. And the reusable sticky tabs, they are washable, they are oil proof, they are sweat proof. I didn't even have to use them in the install, but if you want to use them for security, you definitely can. Wig is not going anywhere. Wig is going to stay on our heads throughout the entire day. That grip elastic band and the grip lining around the wig is what really makes this wig so hard to take off. Not really hard to take off, but hard to fall off. Because you guys know you don't want a wig that's falling off or doing all that. No, ma'am. And of course, this wig is super duper cute. I really, really do love the bye-bye knot wigs. I feel like these are some of my favorite ones, especially the 7x5s. Especially in the summer, I cannot deal with a full frontal, and sometimes it's just a lot of a hassle, especially for beginners who want something that does give a frontal effect without all the money and, of course, you know, the extra work. Because doing the extra work, wig installs are expensive these days, and not everybody has the resources to keep doing that all the time. So if you want to get a glueless wig, that looks absolutely so natural, you could put it right back down. This is the wig for you. I didn't have to style this wig. Only thing I did was just hot comb the back because, of course, it did get a little bit puffed up in the packaging as, like, you know, in transit and everything. And if you want to know the details to this hair, everything will be in my description box. Once again, 24 inches. I forgot the density, but it is between 150 and 180. 7 inches across, 5 inches going back. The wig comes pre-bleached and pre-plucked, and it does not come over bleached or over plucked. So if you are an expert, you can go in as much times as you want. If you're a beginner, you can leave it exactly as is. This is like a perfect free-for-all wigs. And another thing for my girls who want color but don't want a lot of color, this is definitely for you. This can be workplace friendly or just, you know, just a nice little touch of something to add if you don't want to go into the deep waters of color. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.